This first page of problems is meant to look at place value. Do they understand the difference between tens and hundreds? And if we subtract 10, where does that come from? So this first one, all of these are circle the problems that are incorrect. And notice all of them are minus 10 or minus 100. So we're just going to the tens place and taking away 1. So instead of 752, it should be 742. So that's correct. This one is taking away 100. So I should go to the hundreds place, and instead of 820, it should be 720. Yikes, they took it out of the tens place instead. They took 10. They took a 10 instead of 100. So I'm going to circle that one. That's what I want them to do for the rest of that page. They shouldn't need to stack them up. They should just be looking at the place value that you're taking from. This one we're taking 100 away. This one we're taking 10 away. The back of this are word problems that are all comparison word problems. So they're comparing two values and looking for the difference between them. So we've been drawing these tape diagrams. This is where the larger value goes, the smaller value, and the difference between them goes here. So Katie ran for 164 minutes. Her brother ran for 187. So pause. Who ran more? Brother. So brother, Katie. Brother ran for 187. Katie ran for 164. And now we're looking, how much longer did he run? What's the difference between them? So we're going to take the greater value, subtract the smaller value. This they can solve in any strategy they want. A lot of students are going to want to just stack it up. 23 more minutes. This problem says, circle all the problems where you need to regroup the hundreds to subtract the tens. So this is in the tens place. Is there enough to subtract? So, am I going to need to go to the hundreds? So once again, I don't want them to be stacking these up. I want them to be looking. There's 4 tens here and there's 6 tens here. I can't take 6 away from 4. So I am going to need to regroup that one. Can I take 2 away from 4? Yep. So I'm not going to need to regroup that one. Can I take 4 away from 2? And you can show them with a few of them how stacking it up. We're looking in the tens place. Do we have enough? Yes. You can do 4 minus 2 without any regrouping. Mama. Sorry about that. So this page is looking at, do I need to cross out any of the hundreds to move it over to the tens place? This is the same thing, except do I need to cross out any tens to move over to the ones? So if I have 1 minus 7 going on, I'm going to need to break apart some tens. If I have 5 minus 1, I'm good to go. If I'm doing 2 minus 4, I'm going to need to regroup that one. 9 minus 5, I'm good to go there. 4 minus 1, good to go. 4 minus 4, good to go. So we're just circling the ones where you would need to regroup from the tens to the ones. This says write and solve the subtraction sentence that's modeled in the picture. So the first number, the largest number, is going to be how many there are total. These squares are worth 100. These rods are worth 10. These are worth 1. So we have 230, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 236. The amount that we're taking away is the amount that's crossed off. So we're taking away 124. And then they just need to solve. So this one says rewrite and solve the problem. So all of these are done incorrectly. And I want them to figure out what is going on. So I can't do 1 minus 3. So they should have regrouped. Oh, okay. So now I can solve the rest. Describe what they did wrong. I just need one sentence here. They did not.
I don't like that.
Sorry, I'm parenting right now. They did not regroup the tens into the ones.
It was my birthday.
You know, you're looking at pictures from your birthday. This one, they did regroup, but what did they do incorrectly here? This one, if you're looking for the error, the error is going from the hundreds to the tens. They brought over 10 tens. There's already one there, so it should have been 11 here instead of 10. If you're looking for the error here, they did not need to regroup. They unnecessarily crossed out that 2 and brought it over. Finally, we've been talking about how subtraction is the distance between two numbers on a number line. So they're going to take their smallest number, the number they're taking away, they're going to put it here, and they're trying to jump up to get to the greater number. We practiced what would make good jumps. A lot of times it's how many you need to get to the next 10 is the first one. So we need to get from 36, we want to get to 240. How many would we need? 4. Then, now that we're at the next 10, let's get to the next 100. 300. To get from 40 up to the next 100, we would need 60. Now we're at 300. We're going to try and get up to 700. So they need to jump 400. And then 58. The last step is taking all these jumps and adding them together. So 464 plus 58, 464 plus 58. If I do that, I should get 522. All right, then I'll do one more since this is a strategy that was not taught back in the day. So we have 125. Once again, instead of 25, let's see if we can get to 130. Then instead of 30, let's see if we can get 100. So I need 70 more. Then from 200, let's get up to 400. And then the last amount, 87. You could also, and then we're going to add all those up. So 275 plus 87. If your child wants to, they can do whatever jumps make sense to them. I've seen a lot of students who will start, instead of getting to the nearest 10, they'll start by adding 100 right away if they can. So add 100, now I'm at 315. And then they just need to make you don't need to worry if the jumps are proportionate in size to the actual numbers. But here we would just go maybe 5 more to 320, and then 7 more. So 100 plus 5 plus 7, 112. I encourage them to use this strategy as a way to check, or if they really, if there's a lot of regrouping and they're not sure, or if they just don't like subtraction and they want to do addition because they're really adding more than they're subtracting. Let me know if any of those are confusing, and I'd love to work out more with your student, but that should get them at least started. Thanks.